as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers with all you guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. how do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. The Falcons had 4 and 10 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Ritter to throw it. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Ritter now. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. Back to throw here. It's caught by Mike Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Wheeler. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 39-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Ritter. Caught by Allen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. And here's Bradley Pinion now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Take it at the 37. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that
thought that was a fluke, and he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Ritter from the gun. Going deep here for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ridder again. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Ridder will set up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This is taken at the 23. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Richie Grant. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ridder. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Ridder. Allen's got it complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw it here, Ridder. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. To the 43, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Ritter. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. 3rd and long now. Ritter. He's going to air one out. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop it.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. I would guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Let me see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Ritter now. He finds his man complete. That's Shepard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Going play action. Ritter.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Keenan Allen from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the fourth. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wheeler. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
And they'll go on the ground. Down right around the 25. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ridder throwing on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wind to the left.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
At the 36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Ridder on 1st and 10.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
DJ Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ridder with it after the play fake. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Out of the gun, here's Ridder.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So when your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Evans has it left side. Touchdown Raiders. Mike Evans from 13 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Daniel Carlson on.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it. And
this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they make.
Ritter has it knocked down, and the Raiders pick it up. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good